Once, there was an old school on the edge of town, hidden behind thick, twisted trees that seemed to reach out toward anyone who dared approach. The school had been abandoned for decades after a fire in the late 1940s that left several rooms scorched and filled with shadows that seemed to breathe. Rumor had it that, though the fire was ruled accidental, no one could explain the strange symbols burned into the floors and walls of the science lab and art room, symbols that didn't match any known language. Students in the town dared each other to break in, especially on Halloween night. They'd sneak in with flashlights and cameras, hoping to catch a glimpse of old Mr. Graves, the janitor who supposedly stayed after hours when the fire broke out. The story was that Mr. Graves went into the burning building to save some students, but never came out. One October night, a group of students gathered their courage and decided to explore. They pushed open the heavy doors, which creaked as if they'd been waiting for them. The hallways were thick with dust, and every step echoed, as if the walls themselves were listening. They found remnants of old textbooks, broken desks, and, in the art room, a massive, cracked mirror. One of the boys dared another to look into the mirror and say Mr. Graves' name 3 times. Reluctantly, he agreed. As he said the name for the 3rd time, the glass fogged over, and a handprint appeared, pressing from the other side. They all stumbled back, eyes wide with fear, but no one could look away. Slowly, the figure of a man appeared in the reflection, a tall, shadowy silhouette with hollow eyes and the charred remnants of an old janitor's uniform. As the students tried to run, every door they passed slammed shut. They sprinted down the hallways, hearing footsteps that didn't belong to them. Desperation growing, they turned a corner and found themselves face to face with a locker that was open just a crack. Inside was a charred old janitor's uniform hanging on a hook. And on the floor, a note scrawled in ashes that read, "Still here." The students finally managed to escape, but the halls of the old school seemed to echo with laughter, deep, guttural laughter that followed them all the way to the edge of the woods. From then on, no one dared to go back. And every Halloween, townsfolk say, if you listen closely by the edge of the trees, you can still hear old Mr. Graves' laughter, waiting for the next visitor.